Lots of hiccups with the construction. I just hope that they measured correctly. No headaches today would be nice. We are not going to be able to complete everything that we would have hoped.
Let's see what else needs to come out of here. We went to California by car with a station wagon. In those days, we used to watch Bonanza and they all wore these cowboy hats. It's not an impossible task. The amount of work is not like something that you say, oh my gosh, but that's the problem here, that they don't come to work every day.
We have all of these tiles to move, locking up, keeping it secure.
Fort Knox!
We will finish once we're back.
Yes, we will.
Yes, we will. Good morning, Fox. Are you ready for breakfast? On our deck? Still a little bit sleepy, okay. Best part of the day, Sam?
It's my favorite part of the day. Is the Foxies. The little Luxy Loons.
Well, good morning everyone. Thanks for joining us for another renovation video. You can already hear my dad working in there, chiseling. But basically in today's video, we begin the task of closing up the chalet. We got to start locking up because we've only got about a week left here and we cannot leave an open house with no windows, no doors, exposed, let's say. We are not going to be able to complete everything that we would have hoped, but alas, that is just the nature of construction and renovations here in Argentina. So I do feel quite accomplished to a certain extent. I'm going to do another video with everything we accomplished during our time here. But for today's video, it's time to lock up, and I'm going to show you some of the jobs that we do need to do this week. Yes, or yes, there's no other option. Ok. ¿Llegamos? ¿Hasta dónde llegamos en este viaje?
Sí. La verdad que esperábamos tener mucho más terminado, pero no se dio. Estamos ya en el proceso de cerrar la casa. Ya se ha puesto por los postigones, las ventanas, las puertas. Hoy vienen a instalar una puerta corrediza actualmente, que se va a poner aquí en la galería. Y sí, por este viaje ya no creo que podamos hacer mucho más. El tema de los pisos quedó bastante olvidado, resultó bastante mal. Y bueno, los revoques finos que faltan tampoco no se hicieron, no se terminaron al lado de las vigas, no se limpiaron las maderas que han quedado todas llenas de cal, en fin. No vale la pena amargarse porque es lo que es. El techo, estamos muy contentos, se hizo un muy buen trabajo. Después ya los días que quedan va a ser de limpieza y de tratar de dejar las cosas lo mejor posible, en el mejor estado posible, para que cuando se llegue la próxima vez se pueda largar nuevamente rápido.
Okay, so a very important job that was accomplished this week is putting back the doors and the windows and the wooden shutters all around the house. Because if you remember back to the earlier episodes, earlier this year, everything was pulled off so that they could treat the wood, like work on the wood, because it was quite weathered, quite beaten, just by the sun and the rain and the hail and the snow. So that has all been reinstalled. Another thing that we had to do was cut down our doors. We had to slice the bottom of our doors off, which I wasn't thrilled about. But basically, when they did our floors, or really when they did the subflooring and then the cement and sand layer, and then they put down the floor tiles, the height of our floors was much higher than the original floors that we used to have in the house. So basically our doors were way too tall. and there weren't too many options at that point. Our easiest option was to cut off the bottom of the doors. Otherwise, we would have had to start, breaking down the walls to create more space. Anyways, it would have been a huge headache. So our doors have been sliced down. If you're a very tall person here, if you're over 2 meters tall, you are going to have to duck when you come into our house. But at the same time, that kind of makes the space a little cozy. So looking at the bright side here. So another big thing that is happening today is that our sliding doors are finally going in. I was chatting with the carpenter. He told me he's going to be here anytime between 12 and 2 p.m. So we've come early to do a few little jobs and wait for that to happen. So now today I'm just hoping and praying that the doors he has made fit. He sent us a picture. They looked very beautiful. He used some of the wooden beams that we pulled off of the original roof. And then we bought some cedar to make the door. So yeah, I just hope that they measured correctly and that it'll be smooth and seamless. No headaches today would be nice because we've had a rough few weeks of just bad news and lots of hiccups with the construction. So hopefully today it's smooth sailing, at least with this project. Se lo ve pesado.
Este se me hace que va a ser jodido, ¿no?
Es pesado.
Vamos por allá.
Cuidado en las escaleras.
¿Este va por adentro? No, y le agarra justo Julio. Salíamos de la ciudad, eso de las 5 de la tarde, y volvíamos todos de mañana.
All right. This morning we are working those muscles.
We sure are. So we have, take a look down here. We have all of these tiles to move. We've already moved, I'd say almost half of them.
Yeah.
But we're bringing them in the house, locking up, keeping it secure because we didn't quite finish the floor.
We will finish once we're back. Next time.
Yes, we will.
Yes, we will.
Yes, we will.
Oh, my timing here in South America is a different thing.
'46, maybe even 45.
Not a
It's just-
single tree.
It's just crazy the lack of vegetation, huh?
Yeah.
It was bald mountain.
What a difference.
I remember this. Look, even has the key hanging. You see? This was your grandfather traveling kit. Whenever he used to come visit, he used to bring this one with his, what do you say?
With his luggage, with his suitcase?
No, that's the only thing he brought.
Oh, that's it?
A couple of underwear, some socks, and that was it.
Okay, he traveled light.
He liked to travel light.
Look what I found in there.
Cowboy hat?
Yeah.
This one is when we went on a trip with Louis, we were living in New York City. We went to California by car. Remember I said the story that we crossed the whole of the United States with a station wagon? And when we got to Nevada, or somewhere in the Midwest, we bought this one and we bought a black one. This one survived, I don't know how, but this is a cowboy hat, a felt hat that was bought in the United States. You may even say something here.
Here on the side. Wind River, 1850, Rockmount, Denver, Colorado.
Yeah.
Well, made
So-
in the US.
Made in the US of A. Yes, sirree. But there was a black one. This one was mine. I bought the white one, and Louis bought a black one. You know, like a Bonanza. In those days, we used to watch Bonanza, and they all wore these cowboy hats. So we had to have them, yeah? And then we brought them over here. Let's see what else needs to come out of here. Oh. Ding dong 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 bong bong bong. Psicodélico del tercer ojo, mira. A ver si están los búhos de la medianoche, eso me los acuerdo, pero
¿Estos son pescados?
no, esos son los pescaditos abajo. Tienen que estar porque eran uno de los más famosos. Bueno, estos son todos recortes que le mandábamos a cuando queríamos construir el hotel para sacar ideas.
Un poco de inspiración. Ahí veo que sacaron
Acá
unas
escribía
cuantas ideas.
Tu abuela, no recuerdo. A ver, aquí. Ok. Las cartas que nos mandábamos con tu tío, libros de cocina para sacar recetas cuando teníamos el hotel. Ahí donde comprábamos los pasajes en Montreal para venir acá con los remedios. Mira, aquí llevaban los remedios de aquella época, ¿viste? No sé si todavía hay alguno que tenga algo. ¿Y qué sería? No sé. Oh, mira, estos son los recibos cuando yo tomé la comunión. Mira, ¿sí? Acá está el rosario. Estas eran las estampitas que te daban. Estas las regalabas a la gente, ¿viste? La familia del abuelo en las cataratas del Iguazú. Tu abuela. Joven. Mira esos peinados que usaban en aquella época, con tapa de cuero. ¿Vos nunca lo leíste, el Martín Fierro? Tendrías que leerlo. Ahí está. Este soy yo, el chalet.
Esta es la casa que estamos renovando para
Sí.
los que no saben. Del que tanto hablan.
Esta foto yo ni sabía que existían.
So guys, we're back at the hotel this morning and we've got a little job. We are measuring the heights of the ceilings, the length of the ceilings with my dad, because we want to add warmth to the hotel bedrooms. As you can see, the ceiling is quite bare. It's just concrete, you know, painted white, so it lacks that coziness. And since we're cutting down a lot of trees, especially the acacia trees, we thought that we could use the longer ones to create some beams to put in the ceiling, just to make the space feel like a little warmer, a little cozier, and I feel like wood really helps achieve that. So since we have a guy cutting trees down right now, we're measuring what length we would need for him to cut, so that eventually we can reuse that wood in the hotel. And we also have the dog Bernie, who's just running around. He followed us all the way here to work today. Yeah, so that's just a little glimpse at what we're doing. All right, entering one of the hotel rooms with my dad and the dog. Room number 7. Who goes in first? I moved some stuff in here.
Okay.
and swept the floors. Look at that. Spider eggs.
Another.
Oh yeah, well, you can't see it very well, but the lavatories were stolen, toilets, bidets, that sort of thing.
Yeah. You have water infiltration in this one, you see?
Yeah.
This is what we have to try to avoid in the with the tiles. Mm-hmm. That's not good, ugly. Oh my gosh. Spider webs everywhere. So.
You don't mind, Bernie, do you?
No, this is for the hot water radiators.
Yes.
You have everything set up.
Yep.
So, okay, we need to see, this is the second
Second module.
or the first module.
Let's see, what room are we at? I think it's the first, because 7 and 8 are the first next to the lobby.
Okay,
So we have to climb up on the roof
and see where is the water coming in.
and have a look.
Yeah, okay, let's go.
So we're basically checking the roof in all of the rooms to see where we've got issues to correct. Yeah. Going inside another room, number 3. What do we have in this one? Aside from spider webs.
This one, again, in all the rooms they took
The lavatories.
the lavatories, okay? And also they took the toilet seat, they took it. Okay, this one doesn't have much infiltration, a little bit over there, and also the same problem.
Up there in that corner.
Yeah, you see? The same problem we have with the infiltration from
The humidity rising up the walls.
it's coming from outside.
Yeah.
That's what we're doing.
But we had the same problem in the chalet, and there's a treatment you can do. You basically have to drill holes into the wall, and you pour in this liquid that prevents the humidity from, rising up the walls, and it cuts that humidity inside the home as well. So we will do that in the hotel rooms once we start working on this portion of the project.
No, it's fixable. It's nothing.
Yeah.
There is nothing here that is structural that you could say, oh, it's falling down. It's only, like this problem in this country is very common in all the houses. Humidity seeping through. The problem here is that when they did the levels to make the subfloor, we made a barrier of cement all around it so the humidity wouldn't come up. But at the point of doing the subfloor, the levels didn't match really good, and the people that filled it up, they went above that line of protection that we had done. So basically the cement protection that we built into all of these walls became
Obsolete?
yeah, it didn't, no, obsolete, but it did not, how do you call it? It did not do the job.
Right.
Because these people went over it. So the humidity was seeping still through the bricks and through the problem was the level of the floor. They missed the mark. When they measure, they missed the mark. After, when they realized how much more higher the floor needed to be, they did not go back to this protective cement and build it up a little higher. Here they stole the window, you see? The window is gone. Like in a few other of the rooms, somebody came. The funny part is that, how did they come in here? They took the window from inside. So did they have the key, or was it somebody that lived in the property, or what happened here? How can you take a key, a window that you need to remove from the inside only? It will not be removed from the outside. So that's another one.
Alrighty, sun's going down. We're walking into the house. We've started the project of closing up shop, locking
Yeah.
up.
We are locking up the chalet. Tomorrow is the last day we are here, so half a day. And well, we did what we could given the circumstances. But I think, okay, you know, we didn't finish. But the main issue that this house had was the roof, which was in very poor condition, and it was leaking, and it, you know. So now we got a new roof, which is a very good job. This guy, we have to recognize, he did a really good job. The roof is on, so no more water infiltration, no more raining inside the house. Okay, we couldn't finish the floors because of the problem we had with the installer, and we couldn't finish the washroom and the kitchen. But I think for next trip, maybe a month, 2 tops, this house will be done.
I think if they come to work Monday to Friday, 9 to 5, yes, we can
Yeah.
accomplish it.
It's not an impossible task. The amount of work is not like something that you say, oh my gosh, you know, like, I mean, this is got to be built from the, you know, foundations up. No, it's just mostly finishing now. But that's the problem here, that they don't come to work every day at the same place. They take maybe 2 or 3 different jobs, and they hover, you know, 1 day here, 2 days there, 3 days over there, then they switch around, 3 here, you know, and this is the aggravating part, because this is what takes long. And there is nothing you can do, because this is the mentality of how things are done here, especially, you know, in a lot of these out of the way places where there isn't too many trades and labor and stuff like that to choose from. You have a few and they're busy, and well, yeah, they take the job, but you do know when they start. You'll never know when they're going to finish, right? Let's put it that way. But yeah, I think that if they, you know, get cracking and they, you know, they keep their eyes on the ball, 1 to 2 months, this should be done. So I think for the amount of experience that Audrey had in construction and stuff like that, a lot has been done considering, and we're happy that the main issue was addressed, which is the roof, and we have all the windows and doors, everything is installed so we can lock it up. And we brought in all the leftover materials that were hanging around outside.
Yeah.
So we have everything inside the house, and that way nothing will go missing. And yeah, that's what it is for now.
What's the plan today?
Last minute moving. We got some doors, some paintings, some other things that we want to lock up and secure.
Some furniture.
So yeah, putting everything away, and last minute stuff.
Yes.
Yeah.
Also, we're doing some ventilation, venting all the spaces because they're going to be locked up for a couple of months. So letting in some fresh air. Today's a sunny day. It's going to be warm, so hopefully we can get rid of that humidity.
Esta está cerrada. Ahí se nos va la luz. Bueno. A ver. Vamos aquí. Okay.
It is that time. That time has come. We are now officially locking up the house
Yeah.
for a little while.
Lock. Lock it up.
Lock it up.
Fort Knox.
Our very own Fort Knox. Make sure it closes properly. The lock's up top, on the bottom. Giving it a good shake.
La llave no sé dónde está. Ok. Eso ya está. Vamos a cerrar aquí. Pienso que está todo cerrado.
Ta-da! C'est fini.
Ok. Bueno, terminó el viaje a Córdoba. Hicimos, hasta aquí llegamos. Y bueno, la próxima se terminará lo que no se pudo hacer ahora. ¿Cierto, Audrey?
Exacto.
Así que ahora nos vamos para la casa a prepararnos porque ya son las 3:30 y en un rato nos vienen a buscar. Así que familia, chau chau.
You just completed your final drone flight over the property for a little while.
Yeah, flying the drone over the property made me realize just how much we've done since we've been here. It's been, wow, quite the experience. Zero home renovation experience whatsoever. Got a lot done in 8 months. Well, I guess a year if you consider our first little stint. And we've tackled the hardest parts. We've got the roof on the house that we were working on was the hardest project that we're going to have to do, and also the landscaping. And so it was really cool. We hired a good team to help out with the landscaping, but also I've been working on this for 8 months myself. So I've been putting in the sweat equity, and it feels good. It feels like we've accomplished something here. And I guess what's exciting is that like we have the confidence to finish it.
Yes.
We
do.
We really do. It's like,
oh my gosh.
I think when we first started, we're like, what the heck are we doing? And we still have days like that.
Yeah.
But I feel like we can see, well, it's not even the light at the end of the tunnel yet, but we've made enough progress that we're going to keep going.
I think also like we're starting to see more that it's possible, you know, like it's like the vision, the image is like coming to life. Before it was really like fuzzy and now it's clearer. No?
Yeah. I mean, you know what, for me it was I mean, clearing the houses was a big deal, but I think even a bigger deal was clearing around the hotel. Now you can actually see the potential of it, and you can see it from the hill looking up. And it's like, wow, that's actually a building. You know, before you couldn't get a sense of scale of the place. You couldn't really see the potential of it. Now you can. And yeah, we're excited. Definitely looking forward to going back to Canada.
Oh yes, we're
taking a big break from this. Big break.
Oh man, you guys have no idea. Like, it's just mentally exhausting working on a renovation and dealing with numbers at the end of every week. Everyone's like, pay me money.
I mean, you were dealing with electricians, crews, landscapers. It's a lot of work, but like we've tackled the hardest parts. And I'm glad we did that first.
Yes.
And I mean, even this part we're walking on here, this was not accessible.
This was not accessible. This was a forest.
Yeah. So it's just a lot has been done. And by the time we come back, we're going to be able to do a lot more.
And you know what else has changed in 8 months? Look at your hair, how long it is.
I know, this has been this is like a barometer of what we've been doing here.
The passing of time.
The passing of time. The hair is down to here.
Yes.
And
it's fabulous.
Should I keep it going?
Yes. Yes.
It'll be down to my it'll be down to my butt the next time.
Not down to the butt, but I feel like the hairstyle is gonna suit the Rockies.
So there is a limit to how long I can grow it.
Yes.
Not down to the butt, but a little bit longer. Nice.
Hay algunos que plantan, pero allá llueve mucho en la zona de la Columbia Británica, todo eso, y tienen viñedos y producen vino, y yo digo, no, hasta que no se prueba, no se sabe, ¿verdad?
Paperonis. Ven acá, Paperoni. Ven acá, Paperoni. Oh.
¿Qué haces acá? ¿Anunciar la llegada de los pasajeros vos? Anuncio la llegada de los pasajeros.
Yum, yum. Delicious cookie. Oh, muy bien. Muy bien. Sabe sentarse.
Audrey's in the middle. She gets to smell it all.
She'll get the brunt of it.
We're gonna.
The boys are talking about a farting storm.
We're in the back,
That's what they're discussing.
and we're gonna have a farting contest, and you're in the middle. That's rough, huh?
No shame. No shame.
No shame?
Zero shame.
Yeah, I'm saying that we're extremely to the end of the bus, the last 3 seats. So if anybody has gas tonight, we are safe here. Wow. This is, right?
Yep.
Okay, where do you put the bag here?
Under your legs.
Your legs.
Okay, so a little tour of the bus. Here we have the 2 subjects with the bed already made. One is camped out already. The next one is almost ready to go any minute, and that'll be my seat. Okay, so we're gonna have a good night's sleep.
This is a free gas zone.
Yeah, we're gonna do one for mom, for herself.
We are off to Buenos Aires.